Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matt Fox. Today is February 17th, 2022. It's about 15:37, meaning it is 3:37. And if you don't know military time, well, start learning because, well, wait. Yeah, I believe that the trucking industry runs on military time. So, anywho, day two of orientation. Uh, Two things I forgot to mention yesterday. Back to the log books, no, the EDLs, electronic log machines. um, uh, One of our instructors was telling us about that I guess there's a red button that you push in case of an emergency. Um, like if you're not able to call 911 or something's happening, that you push that button. It's like a silent button. Well, anyways, that button helps. Well, yeah, in really emergencies, he said that in one case there's this driver that I guess they didn't know till way after. Well, they received an emergency call from him. He pushed the button, and I guess it turns out because he had rupture in appendix. So if it weren't for pushing that button, yeah, he could have died. So before he passed out, he pushed the button and then he passed out. So because Prime is a big company, you'll find Prime drivers everywhere. I forgot how many trucks they have in their fleet and or drivers. But the whole point is that they try to message him back, call him back, no answer, nothing like that. So they went ahead. There was two drivers around the area. They contacted the driver that was the closest one, and when he got there, he saw him passed out. No response, knocking on the window, trying to open the door, nothing. Called him back. They ended up calling emergency services. They were there within, I think, within 10 to 15 minutes, or everything happened within 10 to 15 minutes. I don't recall. But the whole point is, the emergency services were able to get there, and that time, if he weren't in push that red button, that emergency red button, he wouldn't be with us today. So yeah, so I'm glad that they have a system like that, and I'm glad that there's many drivers around the area, or you're always going to find a Prime driver somewhere. So in case of emergency and you're not responding, there's always someone around. So that's what's cool about it. And I forgot to mention that you no longer have masks. Well, at least here in Utah, specifically Salt Lake, because I know it varies from city to city too. Because where I'm from, I try to stay the hell away from Boise because it's more of they're more strict. I don't want to get into politics here, but yeah, I just stay away from big cities. They're really strict when it comes to all this stuff. So yeah, no mask. That is awesome. So that way I could breathe better, concentrate better on my work, and not have to worry about getting a nosebleed. Anyways, today was mainly computer class. Pretty much you just get to a computer and just watch videos. Most of them have a quiz at the end, or it's a form. From what I counted, I think like 29 videos. I'm not counting the forums. I don't know how many forums there are. If you have an issue like myself, I have an issue with concentrating on reading or listening. Good thing is that all the computers have headphones for each computer, so you're able to listen while the video is going on. which is good. So if you have luckily there was only 4 of us, but if the whole classroom is full, at least you could still concentrate, because you don't need to bring your own headphones. I did just in case, but no, they provide headphones, really long extensions, so you don't have to worry about pulling it. Okay, so first video is driver health fitness, so pretty much almost the same thing as yesterday, but it goes more into detail. There's a form, sign some forms. I didn't write exactly, I started doing the notes after. Video number 2, right weight, it explains about the weight. There's a quiz on that. 3, roller stability control, RSC. It helps, there's a quiz at the end. It helps from the truck and trailer rolling. So technology has come a long ways, so it prevents from rolling. I mean, you could still roll over your truck, but this at least helps the computer with the stability control, and you know, it controls the engine braking. It could even get to using the actual brakes without you telling it when it senses that it might roll over. It's pretty neat video, actually. It's like it has these little like training wheels on the trailer, and it helps from preventing the rollover. It's just amazing. You should see it. Here we go. I think it's, yeah, 4, auto view. Shoot, sometimes I can't read my writing. I sometimes write in cursive, and when I do it fast, it just, yeah. Oh, there you go. Auto view lane departure warning system by Benix CVS. So it's a little camera. These trucks, you know, there's not a camera facing you. The only camera it has is just facing outwards, and that's just for lane departure. That way you don't go over the lanes or whatever. I mean, you still have the bumpy strips, which that helped control probably like 32% by adding the bump things on the side. Now this lane departure thing, it helps create more less accidents than before because of this new system. And it shows you when to turn, you know, it shows you when you turn it off. Like for example, if you can't see because sand or snow is covering the lanes, and you turn it off, or else you will be hearing that beep going on a lot. And it talks about payroll. That is if you're going to be a company driver. 6, fifth wheel slide. It shows you how to slide the fifth wheel and stuff. Then you'll be filling out some forms. Yeah, on this one you'll be filling out 2 forms. One is, limited something. Well, 2 forms. 7, welcome to orientation. Now this is where it gets more into depth. Number 8, here's where I start counting how many minutes per video. So this is high volume procedures. That talks about, you know, mainly security, how you should handle it, and that's about 9 minutes. Number 9, hazardous hazmat presentation, which that one's around 26 minutes with the quiz. 10, entry level driving training. Part 1 is 14 minutes and 45 seconds. Part 2 is 10 minutes and 20 seconds, which that one, part 2, does have a question, quiz. 12, yeah, is it 12? Yeah, 12 sharp. Now, sorry, it has a meaning for each word. Let's see, safety, hazard, alertness, I'm sorry, I forgot the other ones, but it's 8 minutes and 29 seconds. 8 minutes, 29 seconds. That one does not have a quiz. Let's see, video 13. Vehicle inspection is 20 minutes and 45 seconds. 14, backing. 7 minutes and 10 seconds. 15 is safety and awareness for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 16, rollover. 16 minutes, 8 seconds. 17, trucking against trafficking, 26 minutes and 30 seconds. Now this is really important because I strongly believe in it. You know, they'll teach you more about that, and they have a special program on how to detect that. So just in case you do see some kind of trafficking, I highly recommend you report it. You don't have to leave your name or anything like that. So the national hotline for that is 1-888-3737-888. I don't know if they did a typo, but that's the national hotline if you do see trafficking. It's really important, and I probably gonna sign up for that program because, like I said, I strongly believe that. I don't, you know, it's unfortunate that there's trafficking going on, but because of that program, it has helped out a lot of people, prevent people from, you know, hundreds if not thousands of kids a year from being used as sex slaves. But really important. I'm real strong for that. 18, tire maintenance, 13 minutes 26 seconds. 19 is a video texting, 3 minutes 58 seconds. 20, winter driving, as a quiz at the end, 15 minutes 56 seconds. 21, sexual harassment, 11 minutes 15 seconds. 22, food safety management act, 12 minutes 49 seconds. F for forms. So when I say forms, it's not videos, it's forms. So that's pretty much, and most of these are going to require signatures at the end. You read those, you read the agreements and you sign. So on this one, there's 6 of them. There's, it's the payroll, 6 or 7. Wow, okay. Food safety, the hell? See, driver agreement, carrier driver agreement, general behavioral expectations agreement, physical requirements, substance abuse statement, and contract PSD. Now, contract PSD, that means that you agree that if you were to leave the program, that they will charge you. It's not as bad because as what I thought, because I know I checked with Swift and they're charging, if you do leave early, I think they were charging like, they went up. It was like, now don't quote me on this, so it probably went from 6,000 something to 8,000 something. It's ridiculous. Plus, I mean, that's your opinion, but I just don't recommend it. And like I said, make sure you really do your research. Now, if you're looking for pay, then it's something else. But when it comes to training, I think Prime has to be my number one. Well, obviously that's why I'm here, because they're more serious about training their drivers, and their crash statistics, I believe it's lower than other companies. Now that's just me, okay? Just do your own research. Let's see here. So in other words, So what they're charging you is pretty much you have an agreement. So pretty much part A is $4,375, and that's for the training. Part B is $284.38, which that is pretty much what they're paying for your hotel stay, certain accommodations like food and stuff like that, and maybe more. So that alone, part A and B, that totals to $4,659.38. That's if you leave the program. But hey, guys, let's be real here. You could pay that and then just say bye, but look what you're getting the experience here, the training and experience, because most companies want you to at least have a year of experience before you get hired on a good company. Now don't get me wrong, there's probably companies out there that as soon as you're done with school, with truck schooling, then you get hired right away, or they require 3 or 6 months, but it's rare to find those. But like I said, most good companies out there require you to at least have a year experience. So I say, what's wrong with having a year commitment, and the experience? So yeah, that's that. Cool. So back to videos. 23 ELD mandate class. Part 1 is 28 minutes, 53 seconds. Part 2, 22 minutes, 55 seconds. 24 is about security, which is about 7 minutes, 39 seconds. 25, lanternfly. I guess they're not a natural species of here in the States. They're from, now, don't, if I'm wrong, sorry, but I think they said from Vietnam or from some country, but they're based in Pennsylvania. So it shows you a video of when their whole cycle for the year. So from September to December is when they lay eggs, I believe, or something like that. But they say that they really good hitchhikers, so they'll hitchhike on anything. So they say make sure to just look on your truck or your vehicles and make sure they're not hitching on, because I guess the male and female, they'll hitch on together or they'll lay their eggs there. So make sure to inspect them, and when you see them, they don't say to kill them, they say to just destroy them. So in other words, kill them when you see them. And you'll have to look more into depth. So when you're in Pennsylvania or even out here anywhere, if you see them, kill them, because they're ruining the environment. So okay, so there's a video about that, 6 minutes and 32 seconds. The next video, 26, U-turns. In other words, try not to do them. Just pretend you can't do U-turns, period, and they'll explain more about that. 3 minutes, 34 seconds. Maps. How to read maps like Atlas. So I'm gonna buy me one. It's amazing how in detail the maps talk about, what's the difference between the interstates and all that. What are truck routes? Knowing where the way stations are, mileage point. It's really interesting. So I'm 10 minutes, 22 seconds. Last form is bunk safety. Bunk safety acknowledgement, about saying that if you're bunking with somebody or your trainer while the vehicle is in motion, you can't be on the top bunk due to safety purposes. It's not illegal. It's a company policy, but at the same time, it's a really good policy. And the reason why it's company policy is because they had an incident where this guy was sleeping on the top bunk and the driver had a brake because somebody cut him off, and the guy ended up flying from the top bunk, end up, I don't know, breaking how many things. But yeah, ever since then, it's like, nope. So while the vehicle's in motion, it's you have to sign, agreeing that nobody will be on the top bunk while the vehicle's in motion. Okay, 28 is a video about the tandem slide. Very short video, 2 minutes and 1 second, but it gives you a little thing explaining about that. And finally, 29 is about e-logs, 13 minutes and 44 seconds. So the e-logs, we probably pretty much did that. But yeah, that's for today's class, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow will be day 3. So tomorrow morning we're gonna have the safety meeting for the 3 locations, and that's it. So thank you for continuing being on this journey with me. Same thing, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I'll try to come up with the answer. If I don't know, just I'm gonna be honest with you, and you know, I'm just learning as I'm going. So please hit that like if you learned something new. Please hit that like button, and subscribe if you want to see how this is going. Anyways, you guys take care, have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.